So honestly, I felt like it was only a matter of time until this happened, but we finally get introduced to this holy church, third party kind of deal organization, and they're introduced as like they view the holy goddess as a pure mother, very religious people, and the way they reached out to Mikoto was very fishy. Basically, they sent someone to basically find out more about him, and then um, also asked like to share the the methods of making this healing potion. And they say, we're not gonna leak the information. We just only want the ingredients to make sure it's safe. And obviously, to this, Mikoto knows it's BS, and he knows what's up. So he gives them the method anyways, and he pretty much goes along with them, even though he knows fully what their plan is. Pretty much to learn more about him, to get his power on their side or whatever. And as he leaves with Shiki, it's reported that the medicines they brought in to for us to inspect is that we inspected, and at our with what we have, even at full capacity, with our methods and our ingredients that we have, we can only produce it like a 50% chance we could replicate it. And the one thing that really questioned left me with a question on what whose side are they really on. So this woman that looks like a really important figure, seems like an elder. She pretty much says, it's a waste of time to have to trail someone like him, because she recognizes his power and that he could easily kill the trailers or whatever. So she understands that, and at the end she says, maybe Makoto will come to be, a trump card later on. So I do wonder about that. I do wonder what she meant by trump card, like who she planning to go to, I guess, war with. If we know she obviously worships the goddess, so it's probably not the goddess. So if anything, she's probably talking about like some kind of demon lord. That will be introduced probably later in the episode, but I just want to add in that we met that just and they're very fishy, and yeah, just a little tidbit. The second thing I did want to talk about, I think towards the middle of the episode. So towards the middle of the episode, well, I guess you could say towards the end of the episode, we see this meeting go on between the very important people, princesses, and things of the empire and kingdom. And so people from the empire and the kingdom, they're talking, and the people from the empire accuse the kingdom of like kidnapping our princess, because they said, oh, you're basically taking our princess purposely into dangerous territory. And the king, he explains, she is doing it out of her own free will, like no one told her to do this, and she's doing this out of her own free will. And she just continues like, oh, you kidnapped the princess like basically implying that she's not doing anything out of her free will, basically implying that she's kind of been mind controlled to follow um, the male hero that she's following. So that's what the Empire is accusing of the kingdom of. Um, Last thing, so there's obviously something interesting probably can happen with that. I'm gonna keep my eyes on that. Um, the other thing I did want to mention towards the end. Um, so towards the end, we see Mikoto. He's leaving. We see him leave the building after talks, and he's obviously enjoying the festival with his main crew Toma and Mio and Shiki and his crew. So he's walking out the building, and in the alley we see the princess of the empire. Now, when we see the princess, so many questions arise. The first one being obviously like what she's doing there. If you saw the scene with her, it seemed like she's hiding from something. Like she's in the alley, and she's like, kind of, you can see her like fidgeting, and she's like, you can tell she's just in a real hurry for something, and she's seeing Makoto, and so I presume that her target is to obviously talk to Makoto or have an audience with him, and that kind of brings me to this small theory I have as to why she's there in the first place. So, what I think the theory is that she probably believes that Makoto's like her, that she, just hates the goddess. And so I'm guessing this is like kind of an attempt to get him on her side so they can both, fight the goddess instead of just her. I'm guessing that's what the whole thing was towards the end of the episode. Obviously, we'll have to wait until next week to get, the confirmation about this. But, yeah, I wouldn't really be surprised if that was the case. I mean, why else would the princess of the empire be there? Yeah. And also, I find it, not that I'm thinking about it, I find it also a coincidence that we also saw the messengers talk to the king, the messengers from the empire that came to take back their princess. Um, yeah, their princess. And I'm guessing the girl they're talking about is probably probably that little girl that accompanies the hero, the little priestess girl. But other than that, overall, I think it was a pretty cool episode. I mean, we did get to indulge in some things. Um, there was obviously some mention about demons in this episode, so there's definitely questions about that. But the last thing I did want to mention, and I saved it for last because I thought it was very like not important. So the one thing I did want to talk about was that if you saw that the opening, you can tell that the opening changed, and you can kind of find out like the battles that happen in the future of this season. So that'll be interesting to see, how that happens and everything, and just to find out everything that we can find out about their interactions. But overall, pretty cool episode. Really enjoyed it, and hope you guys also enjoyed it. But I think I'm gonna end it there. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.